Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 31st through, wow, the cards are acting funky. October 31st through November 6th. Going to pull the cards, the 9-card spread. We're going to take a look at the overall energy, and then we'll look at the moon as it makes its way through. This is a week that really is between the eclipses, right? And so we're figuring out where we belong, where we want to be, where do we fit in, who fits in with us, right? It is definitely this energy of finding our tribe and understanding who they are. I do want to encourage you to check out the collective reading that I do on Sunday nights. I pulled cards for each of the signs of the zodiac from messages, postcards from spirit, messages from the other side of the veil, because the veil is so thin. Look at this. Your overall energy is the 6 of Wands. Look at you. This Six of Wands is great, though, because she is standing there. The flowers that she has been given, she is also honoring and respecting and giving to others. And so it is not, it feels like well-earned praise that you have coming at you here. So let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, this message, so I actually did the signs in order this week, and so the 11th sign, and the message is very consistent. We are to seek what is emotionally satisfying for us. You have an opportunity here to get some real clarity and decide what it is that you're going to do, but you have to allow a cycle to complete and in order to move forward. So you have a couple of 9s, which tell me that this cycle is nearing the end. This eclipse that we're having next week really feels like a wormhole where we get shoved through. Changes happen quickly, lots of things shift and change for you, because in the key to the situation, in the heart space, you have the 9 of Swords. This is ruminating. This is running something around in your head over and over and over again. And if you drop down into your heart and you feel what brings happiness and joy, you're going to know the answer. And so with this 9 of Swords here and these sleepless nights, I really want to encourage you to turn off the blue lights, the screens, and allow yourself for about an hour before you go to bed to bring it down. Play some meditation music, low lights, white, not the white lights, but the yellow lights, and do a little journaling. Get it off of your mind and onto paper so that you can sleep. Because it feels like you're having some sleepless nights. You have this 9 of Wands, and how do you transform this situation? She is fighting the good fight, but she feels like she's, hold on. Look, she's leaning into that large tree, and I just heard your ancestors have your back. That's the family tree. Very interesting. So you're being supported in this. You have 3 9s. Did I say you have 2? You have 3. Wait, no, that's not a 9. Okay, you have 2. All right, so there is a need to stop fighting, though, to let it complete. You're trying to master something. You're trying to be the best at something. You want the adulation, but being an Aquarius, it's not that you want it necessarily for yourself. You want to be the best at what you do so that you can make a difference. So whether it's make a difference in your family, your community, maybe you're a school teacher, maybe you're a boss at work, maybe you're trying to impact the planet, maybe you're trying to impact your family. It doesn't matter. You're trying to master a skill because you want to be able to use it to support those around you. It's beautiful and it's admirable. It's why you guys are the unicorns. It's why I put the unicorn icon up for you, because you guys have these this perspective of understanding that what is good for the individual should be good for the collective. What is great for the collective is great for the individual. And you get that interplay of energies. And so here you are hard at work and you're thinking about, how do I master this situation, this 8 of Pentacles here. You're really working hard on trying to concoct something, to manifest something, to be skilled at something, but it feels like such a struggle to get there. Right? That's why you have this 9 of Wands. It's like, I'm working so hard, but it doesn't feel like it's quite paying off. And I feel like I'm stuck and stagnant here. So in the energy of where you having your energy drained, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And so I feel like, you know, for instance, maybe you are studying school, and you're in school and you're taking a master's program and you're falling more and more in debt, and it's stressing you out, student loan debt, right? And so you just feel like, I'm stuck in this situation. If I had a degree, or if I, you know, go back to take this course that teaches me something so that I can use it at work and I can elevate there. But the time that it takes, the energy that it takes, the money it takes to go to night school while working, while raising a family, it's a lot, and it's overwhelming and it's exhausting. And in the meantime, it feels like, is it worth the money I have to spend to do that in order to get to there? And so these resources, and I feel like inflation is really bothering you and it's eating away at you. And so there is this energy of really feeling overwhelmed. And here in the obstacle overcome, it's the 8 of Swords. And so yes, you feel overwhelmed. But if you can take the blindfold off, you have everything you need to get out of there. So how do you take the blindfold off? It's a perspective. There's a shift in perspective that needs to happen here. Don't throw good energy after bad. Something you're pouring everything into, it's not working. It's not worth the time and the energy. And sometimes we invest so much into something, time, money, like a relationship, right? So we put so much time into this relationship, but it's not giving you what you need. But we stick with it because we don't want to think we wasted 7 years. Or in my case, I spent 13 years going to college because I was working, running a business, raising a family. I could only take a couple courses at a time. And then when I graduated with my degree in nutrition and dietetics, I realized that I should have stopped before but I got started and I wanted to complete the degree, right? But the thing is by the time I realized I only had like a year left in school, I realized that I would be taking a major pay cut to do this. It was shocking. It's like, but I've gone this far, I'm going to complete, right? And so I went further, into student loan debt for a degree that I haven't used yet. So I think I have something coming up, but it was weird. And it was this really odd moment, right? Where I put all this into it and, oh my God, should I cut my losses? And maybe I should have, right? So still the jury's out on that, in my opinion. So here you have this 5 of Cups and you're looking at these spilled cups, and here's the 3 spilled cups. But look, behind you is a feast. It's a perspective change. It's a perspective change. It's almost a turning around, going back and redoing something, doing it differently, seeing it differently. How can you repurpose something you've already done? How can you repackage it, redesignate it? What parts are valuable and worth salvaging and what parts are not? And so during this place here where we're between the eclipses, and the eclipses are always about letting things go in order to create space for new things to come in. And so that seed of intention, that thing that you're really thinking a lot about over the past few weeks, right? That seed of intention with that Scorpio new moon eclipse, but an eclipse and new moon eclipse always has, like, you've got to pay the ferryman to cross the river Styx to get to the good side, right? You have to do that. And how do you do that, right? And it's a sacrifice. So you have to give up something to cross the river to get to where it is you want to go. And she's sitting here at the river. So what is the price? What is the price to pay? And sometimes that price is cutting your losses on something in order to move forward. And so here in the area of resources, you have the Queen of Swords. Aquarius, there you are. This is discerning and deciding, but it's intuitively discerning and deciding. This is receiving the clear vision, right? The King of Swords, he takes action, he does the research, he figures it out, he makes a decision. It's very, very much by the book kind of energy, right? But the Queen of Swords, she intuitively gets the clarity. She just knows. And it's so clear and it's so obvious from the perspective change. And so here in the heart space, you have the Two of Swords, and she's blindfolded, right? And she's throwing knives at a target. But here's the thing. The first knife she threw hit the bullseye. Intuitively, you already know the answer. Intuitively, you already know the answer. Ace of Swords. You have the clarity. This week, there's a lot of clarity that's going to come in, and it's going to be very intuitive. You're going to know what to do. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. The answer is in your heart space. It's not in your head. It's in your heart space. Intuitively, what feels right is correct. What feels right is the correct answer for you. Look, it is in the darkness. It is in going with inside that you're going to find the answer. All right, so this moon starts out in Capricorn on Monday morning. Very productive energy. By noon, Eastern time zone in the U.S., it moves into your sign, Aquarius. And in Aquarius, there is this inspired thinking that comes through. It's there for, half the day. Monday, and then there's Tuesday and Wednesday for most of the working part of the day. And you have the moth, and the moth is sensitivity, boundaries, and turn to the light. It is a perspective change. Trust your instincts, it says. Even if you lack clarity at this time, you are making progress. You can trust your feelings to guide you, to guide the way. If something feels right, move toward it. If something seems off, step back. There is no need to justify your feelings with logic. Cut your losses. If it's not working for you, then stop. But you don't have to keep plowing ahead. And cut your losses, move into a new direction. Trust your gut. You are going through a time of heightened psychic and emotional sensitivity. So be sure to give yourself and replenish and nurture and protect all of your being. So take good care of yourself. Get enough sleep. Eat well. And you have the innate ability to find the source of spiritual light even in the darkest of times. You're a highly intuitive sign. There's logic, yes, but the clarity, I think so often what happens is you get inspired. You know what I love about Aquarius is that you are inspired intuitively. You get this download, you get this hit, and you're like, this would be perfect. And then you use your ability to use logic and math and science or whatever to create the vision. But the vision was intuitive. You know what it's inside of you. Trust your instincts. You will figure this out. Have every bit of confidence in you. The moon's going to move into Pisces Wednesday afternoon. It's there Thursday and Friday. It's going to be interacting with 60% of the of the heavenly bodies that rule our world here. And so the Mercury and Venus and the Sun are all in Scorpio, so it's going to trine it. Jupiter and Neptune are in Pisces, so they're going to conjunct it. And so this is about feeling inspired. This is about how do I make our dreams come true. This is about where do I invest my energy, and pay attention to your dreams while you're awake and your dreams while you're asleep. Messages are coming through. You're being asked to be present. Be very present. Sense your way. Be present to the moment. This is intuitive energy. You're going to hit the mark. You're going to hit the mark. Trust yourself. You are resilient. You will bounce back. This feeling stuck and beat up and really difficult energy that you are finding yourself in, by the end of the week, you are finding your way through it. And not only that, you're going to win. You're going to elevate. You are resilient. You will bounce back. The moon's going to move into Aquarius. Nope, let's try that one more time. Aries. It's going to move into Aries over the weekend. This is some serious power struggle energy going to be happening here. Lots of tension, potential for drama. Keep calm and carry on, right? Because it is going to be difficult. So I would try to step away from that and trust yourself. The moon in Aries is in the energy of choice and decision making for you. And so choose to use this time a little bit away from it to really feel into what it is that you believe. You have the card of Morgan Le Fay, magic. You are a magical creature, Aquarius, because you can create your own magic. I have a son who's an Aquarian. And he seems very lucky. He wins things all the time, or he gets awarded things all the time. And he says, I'm lucky because we make our own luck, and I decided I was lucky. He's been saying that since he was dinky. He's right. He doesn't have anything you don't have, except that he knows that he is magic. Know that you are magic. Believe in yourself, and you will rise to great heights. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card here. It's postcards from Spirit. The veil is super thin, and ancestors and your spirit guide team, they're trying to reach you, contact you. This is where this inspiration is coming from, by the way. They are talking to you, so listen, tune in. It's a frequency shift, right? That turning around, it's almost like turning the dial, changing the frequency, listening to a different radio station. And so I pulled cards for the collective reading for each of the signs of the zodiac. That's at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday nights. I'd love to have you join me in the live chat. And there's also this one here for you. And thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. When you guys hit the thumbs up and you leave me comments, I truly appreciate it. So, dearest Aquarius, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order. And we always are in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it is be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs. Oh, this is this clutter here of the Nine of Swords. Or fearful thoughts of the past or the future. Instead, focus on the now. That's that being present. Empty your mind, clean your house, throw out any objects that tell you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have. Sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with everything, with something better. I'm sorry I paused there for a moment. I also have an Aquarius daughter, and I could always tell when she was going through something because, oh my gosh, she would totally throw out almost everything she had. She would do a lot of purging. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for the brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. And see them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that, Spirit. You have too much going on. Maybe you actually need to clear your space. Create a little order in some area of your life, whether it's just your sock drawer or it's your desk at work or your home desk or, maybe the garage. In the process of doing this, just do it and focus on the task at hand. And in focusing on the task at hand, I feel like ideas will flood in. And so often when we're feeling chaotic inside, our environment will reflect the chaos. And so I know that when I'm not feeling good about me, my house gets really bad really fast. And yet when I'm feeling really good about life and everything just magically, like Mary Poppins, just, made it neat and tidy. So, all right, that's my phone, I'm sorry. So, all right, you guys take really good care of yourself. I'd love to see you on Facebook. Thanks for being here. It looks like you have some magical stuff about to happen, so enjoy the journey, and I'll talk to you again soon.